You are the man. You're the man. You are the man.
I've taken so much inspiration from Conor, watching his career play out, and just like confident anybody. Like Conor and I have had our beef, but it was stupid. It's
You think it's possible?
Yeah.
I've in my yes, it is. He's coming back.
Got it, damn it. No, but
And so I said, so if I go through the fight and it tears worse, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? He said it's just gonna be painful.
Sean O'Malley has stunned fans with a major revelation before the Merab rematch, while Conor McGregor gets caught up in bizarre and extreme fight camp antics. As the rematch day draws closer, Sean O'Malley is meticulously analyzing every detail in his quest for victory. Reflecting on his previous fight with Merab Dvalishvili, O'Malley admitted he may have been a bit delusional in thinking he could easily knock him out. He acknowledged that Aljamain Sterling was a fighter of Merab's caliber, and since he knocked Aljamain out, he's confident he can do the same to Merab this time around.
You know, I think the delusion that got me to where I'm at played a role into that. I was like, I'm gonna go out there and knock this dude out. He's sloppy. Like, he is sloppy. He's still one of the best, you know, arguably the greatest bantamweight of all time right now. Like, Aljo was that guy. I knocked him out. I go beat Cheeto. Merab beats me. Merab's on a crazy win streak. His resume is insane.
Alongside analyzing his previous fight, Sean expressed confidence heading into the rematch, this time aiming to stay injury-free and avoid the surgery he needed after their first bout. While he acknowledged the last fight went as it needed to, he's focused on delivering an even better performance this time around.
Not getting an injury and then getting surgery after, but being like, okay, I'm going into this fight and then getting surgery after. That was a weird little mental thing. But yeah, still confident. We went into that fight, walked into the cage like I was gonna knock this mother.
Yep.
The fight played out the way it played out, and didn't knock him out.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing I found fascinating, is that you're like, I'm actually going to be able to, I'm actually grappling this camp to the previous camp. You was like, I didn't do any grappling. I'm like, you fucking out of your mind. But now it makes sense because your labrum was torn and you weren't able to do any grappling.
Yeah, it's not ideal going in. It's not ideal.
Meanwhile, Sean O'Malley revealed he was dealing with a serious injury ahead of his last fight with Merab Dvalishvili. He admitted to tearing his labrum and undergoing surgery just 8 weeks before the bout. Despite the pain, he chose to fight through it, which he now says was the main reason he avoided grappling in that camp, unlike his current, more complete preparation.
I'm like, you know, have grade 17 growing strain or some shit, and finally got an MRI. 2 weeks let go by. I'm like, this motherfucker's not getting any better. So now we're 8 weeks out from the fight. I get a MRI, go to the doctor. He said it's torn. You need surgery. I said, so if I go through the fight and it tears worse, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? He said it's just gonna be painful. We're gonna fix it after the fight, regardless. So it doesn't matter how much worse it gets, because it's not gonna. You still can fight. Like I'm just dealing with pain. So I was like, I can deal with pain for whatever. You know, didn't have a terrible camp. I wasn't able to do what I've been able to do this camp. I wasn't able to grapple like the session we had just now. I didn't have.
Reflecting on O'Malley's last camp, Demetrius Johnson confirmed that Sean wasn't grappling effectively during the first fight. Sean himself admitted the situation was far from ideal, calling it a mistake to face one of the best bantamweights like Merab while injured. He also revealed he fought Aljamain with an injury as well, but expressed full confidence that with a healthy camp this time, he'll deliver a far better performance against Merab.
I didn't do any grappling. I'm like, you out of your mind. But now it makes sense because your labrum was torn and you weren't able to do any grappling.
Yeah, it's not ideal going in. It's not ideal going in there against Merab. I mean, like, he's probably considered one of the best bantamweights of all time right now. His resume, like, fucking, it's giving me reminiscent of when I fought Aljo, who was in the time considered the greatest bantamweight of all time. And I walked into that cage, had a rib injury. It's like it sucks. There's always an excuse for going into a fight, but it's like, that's the fight game.
Exactly. A lot of the fans don't realize, like, I remember when I was fighting WC, Antonio Benuelas, he had a broken hand, and as you know, when you go into fight week, they're like, the doctor checks you out and he goes, anything hurt? You're like.
At the same time, Demetrius Johnson, who's been involved in Sean O'Malley's fight camp, stated that Sean is locked in and ready for the rematch. He noted that O'Malley looks stronger than before and has visibly put on muscle. Backing that up, Sean confirmed he's worked hard since undergoing surgery after the last fight and is fully focused on becoming the best.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm excited for this next fight because I feel, like you said, this time, like the first thing I noticed when I came to the academy, I said, oh, you look strong.
Yeah.
You got some muscle on you.
Yeah.
Right? Where before, I'm not saying, well, you said it before, you're kind of, you know, leaner.
Yeah.
But this time, like, I'm like, okay, he's actually strong. Your core looks strong. So it looks like you're more prepared this time than you were the last time.
100%. I mean, I got surgery October right after the fight. And then like the first like 8 weeks, all we did was lift, like upper body stuff. I couldn't do too much physical therapy with my legs, but we just lifted. Since basically surgery, like I've been able to lift consistently. That last fight I wasn't able to do much with my hip. Like I could have lifted more upper body, but
Preparation for his rematch with Merab Dvalishvili, Sean O'Malley has been studying Conor McGregor's iconic battles with Nate Diaz. Drawing inspiration from McGregor's ability to bounce back after adversity, Sean sees parallels in his own journey, coming off surgery and aiming to make a stronger statement this time around. Just as McGregor made key adjustments in his rematch, O'Malley is focused on evolving his game to outsmart and outperform Merab in every area. In his admiration for Conor McGregor, Sean O'Malley revealed that he considers McGregor one of his top favorite fighters, not just for his skill set, but also for the entertainment and charisma he brings to the UFC. O'Malley emphasized how much he values fighters who can both perform and captivate, noting that he's also been studying other top-level fighters as part of his preparation to outsmart and defeat Merab Dvalishvili.
Who's your favorites of all time?
like when it just comes to if I had to pick one, it'd be Conor. Conor, like, to me was not necessarily he was obviously his skill set is really high, but when it just comes to all around like entertainment, it's Conor. Right now, who do I enjoy watching the most? It's definitely Ilya's up there, Islam's up there. I feel like I just kind of watch the top dogs and the top fights, but
yeah.
Ilya's been one of my favorites.
I always wonder, because Conor is one of a kind, but he's clearly the biggest entertainer and promoter they've ever had. I wonder if Dana's ever just like searching for that next, like,
constantly. That's literally his job, is to find the next big fucking star.
Do you see anybody outside of yourself that could maybe take that role?
Patty's up there right now. Patty's got.
Meanwhile, it's no secret that Sean O'Malley draws heavy inspiration from Conor McGregor, often mirroring aspects of his style and persona. Recently, headlines picked up footage of Sean playfully imitating one of McGregor's signature moves in front of a mirror, a moment that seemed to send a dual message. Not only is he acknowledging McGregor's influence, but he also took a subtle jab, suggesting that Conor could be the perfect opponent for him next.
Fresh. You the man. You the man. You are the man.
You are the man. You're the man. You are the man.
At the same time, Sean O'Malley has openly confirmed that the talk about Conor McGregor's influence on him is true. In a recent interview, he admitted he loves Conor and draws a lot of inspiration from him. Sean also expressed his personal hope to see McGregor return to the UFC, reflecting on their past back and forth as stupid and insignificant. Now he says he genuinely wants Conor to make a comeback and shock the world once again.
I've taken so much inspiration from Conor, watching his career play out, and just like the confidence he had to say what he's gonna go out there and do, it. It's like, I want to see old Conor come back and knock someone out more than anybody. Like, Conor and I have had our beef, but it was stupid. It's
you think it's possible? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
He's coming back.
Moving forward, as all eyes are on how Sean O'Malley will perform against Merab Dvalishvili, especially with his noticeable improvements and intense training, his coach Tim Welch also shared his thoughts. He acknowledged the pressure of facing a relentless opponent like Merab, but expressed full confidence in Sean. Welch emphasized that Sean has put in the work, knows what it takes, and now fully trusts his instincts to step into the octagon and shock the world on June 7th.
So much pressure on Sean. He knows how to deal with it. He knows how to just focus on what he can control, and he knows whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But this is a huge fight. Fighting for the UFC world title against a guy like this is a lot of pressure. But we've been in these pressure situations before, and just doing everything we can to go in there and know all the boxes are crossed, all the boxes are we've done everything we can, and now we just got to go let it go, trust his instincts, and see what happens.
Sean O'Malley's journey is fueled by unwavering confidence and a constant focus on self-improvement, something that hasn't gone unnoticed by his peers. Sharing his perspective, legendary trainer Teddy Atlas weighed in, noting that the world is eager to witness the outcome of Sean's redemptive path. He highlighted that the fire inside O'Malley is something truly powerful, driving him to prove why he deserves to be considered the best.
There's something that's important for everybody. It's one of the most powerful things in this life. It's called redemption. Very powerful. And people want to see, if they fall short, they want them to get another chance to show that they are what they thought they were. Redemption. It's a powerful thing.
Backed by a strong support team and a fight camp built on exceptional strategy, Sean O'Malley is showcasing a more refined version of himself. Under the mentorship of Brendan Harris, he's been putting in extensive work on strength and conditioning, focusing on improving his pace and sustaining high-level stamina throughout the fight. By all accounts, O'Malley is training harder than ever before.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All in. Keep your pace. Good. Hold there. Fill up that back, fill up that belly, fill up everything. Exhale out.
This moment marks a pivotal point in Sean O'Malley's career, a legacy-defining chapter that could be remembered for years to come. Sharing her thoughts, Laura Sanko expressed strong belief in O'Malley's chances of victory against Merab Dvalishvili in the rematch. She described it as one of the most stylistically challenging matchups in the division, but praised Sean's spirit and will to win. Sanko emphasized that while there are many chapters yet to be written in O'Malley's career, this is the mountain he must climb now to truly showcase his prowess and solidify his legacy.
Legacy is the story, right? Legacy is the story that you tell your kids. Legacy is the story that gets told about you long after you're gone off the planet. And I think for Sean, a big chunk of his legacy would be defined by being able to win the rematch against Merab Dvalishvili, because that is the toughest stylistic matchup that presents itself in this division for Sean and really about anybody else. So if Sean can go out there, be healthy, and showcase what a sniper he can be, that's gonna be a big chapter in the story. I don't think it'll be the last chapter, and there might be some pretty big chapters to follow that as well. But certainly at this point in time, that is the mountain that Sean needs to climb.
While many see Sean O'Malley as a standout talent, Merab Dvalishvili holds a very different view. He's openly stated that he doesn't see anything exceptional about O'Malley, calling him just another good fighter. Merab emphasized that nothing about Sean particularly worries him and confidently declared that he's going to beat him, something he says he's absolutely sure of. Unlike many in the UFC who highly praise Sean O'Malley's improvements, Merab Dvalishvili remains unconcerned. He dismissed the progress as nothing new, reminding everyone that he's been grinding and evolving for years, while O'Malley is just now trying to catch up. Merab acknowledged that Sean has a chance to avenge his loss, but assured he will dominate the fight this time around. He promised UFC fans a hard-hitting battle filled with impressive performances.
Oh, we're gonna fight again. He has his chance to avenge his loss. But my job is to not let him do that. My job is to beat him even more dominant ways and give UFC fans what they deserve, which is gonna be good fight, and I'm ready for all that.
Acknowledging it as a great opportunity for O'Malley to avenge his loss, Merab Dvalishvili spoke about his own preparation, noting that Sean looks well prepared. He emphasized the unpredictability of MMA, pointing out that one punch can change everything, and that sometimes even fighters in their worst shape can come out on top. Despite this, Merab confidently asserted that he will beat Sean and make sure there are no excuses by the end of the fight.
You know, like he wants to avenge his loss, and he, of course, he was doing his best to focus more and do everything right, and this is good. But it's a fight, and you can be best shape, you can be best focused, but it's a fight, and one punch can change everything. So sometimes you can be worse shape and you can win the fight, sometimes you can be best shape and you can lose the fight. So you never know, but of course that's good things that he's doing everything right, and he's doing everything good to prepare this fight, and it's gonna be even more good when I will beat him. Then he will not have any excuse after.
Meanwhile, Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman also weighed in on the upcoming fight. Cejudo praised Merab Dvalishvili's exceptional gas tank and relentless energy, noting that if Merab can avoid Sean O'Malley's powerful right hand and dangerous front kicks, he has a strong chance of winning. However, Cejudo also acknowledged the possibility of the fight going in O'Malley's favor, seeing it as a key opportunity for Sean to prove his dominance and solidify his place at the top of the division.
And I personally feel like his level changes. He has to fight the same fight, but just stay away from the right hand, stay away from that front kick, and he's good. If he can protect his body, keep his hands up, it's a fight that only Merab could lose. But this is MMA, bro, and if they're giving Sean another opportunity after getting 50-45, I mean, he does have a chance. He does have a chance because he doesn't have to go through Corey Sandhagen. He doesn't have to go through, the top 5 division to get back to the title. You know what I'm saying? So this is just he's getting a little silver platter. But could he do it? Could he get the job done? Of course. But he's gonna have to do it within those first 2.
Henry Cejudo emphasized that if Sean O'Malley wants to get the job done, he needs to do it within the first 2 rounds. In his view, if O'Malley doesn't find early success, Merab Dvalishvili will start to take control with relentless pressure and takedowns. While previewing the fight as a closely matched contest, Cejudo leaned toward Merab, predicting a dominant decision win, possibly a 50-45 scorecard if the bout goes the full 5 rounds.
If he doesn't, it's going to be the exact same fight, and Merab's confidence of knowing what he could do to him and take him down is just there. So for that reason, I have Merab Dvalishvili via decision, all 5 rounds, 50-45.
Agreeing with Henry Cejudo's stance, Kamaru Usman also shared his thoughts on the matchup, highlighting Merab Dvalishvili's rising confidence, especially after his impressive win over a highly regarded opponent like Umar Nurmagomedov. In Usman's view, that victory has solidified Merab's momentum and positioned him as a true championship-level fighter. While he acknowledged that Sean O'Malley is putting everything into his preparation, Usman admitted it will be extremely difficult for Sean to take the belt from someone as relentless and confident as Merab.
The way Merab's confidence after getting through a fight like Umar Nurmagomedov, which everyone, all of you, including you, constantly said he was going to lose that fight. There's no way. After getting through a fight like that, and you still making it like I think he has solidified himself as the champ. He's carrying himself as the champ. He's still training just as hard. I think it's going to be extremely difficult to grab that belt off of him. And yes, I do think Sean definitely would prepare differently. Sean is probably even more prepared because he's felt him now in this fight. But ultimately, I just think Merab right now, from riding off that confidence from that Umar fight, I think.
And there you have it. The stage is set, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the energy is off the charts as Sean O'Malley gears up for a legacy-defining rematch against Merab Dvalishvili. From O'Malley's intense training and unwavering confidence to insights from legends like Demetrius Johnson, Teddy Atlas, Henry Cejudo, and Kamaru Usman, one thing is clear: this fight isn't just another bout. It's a war for greatness. With Merab brushing off Sean's improvements and promising domination, and O'Malley determined to rewrite history and silence the doubters, June 7th could go down as one of the most unforgettable nights in UFC history. Will Sugar Sean shock the world and solidify his status as the bantamweight king? Or will Merab's pressure, pace, and power prove too much? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss Fight Night breakdowns and reactions. This is more than a fight, it's a battle for legacy. See you on June 7th.